Hello and welcome to The Business. And today I'm joined by Sallyann Garrard-Huges. That's a mouthful.
It is indeed.
It is, right.
Sallyann will be fine.
Okay. Thank God. Okay, so Sallyann, you're here today to chat about a course that you're running within the site called Build a Better Business.
That's
so
right.
What does that entail then? Because there'll be a lot of people out there that think, well, you know, I think I run my business great anyway, I don't need anybody to tell me. Why would they want to come on this course that you're running?
Often businesses spend a lot of time working in the business rather than on the business. They're very dynamic, there's lots happening within the business, there's lots that they need to do, so day-to-day operational work. But how often do you get time away from the office to think, where do I want my business to go? How do I want my business to develop and create a better business going forward? And this allows you to work actually on the business rather than in it. It gives you a 3-hour window where you can look at what your business can achieve going forward. It is designed for smaller businesses. It's not designed for the large business because they'll have other outlets. This is for somebody that's quite small, doing a lot of the operational work themselves, and it's about growing.
Well, so because when you're in a small business, when I was there, the difficulty you have, what I always term, is being able to look over the hill.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
and it's looking at the strategy. What are you going to do and what's the future look like? And sometimes actually being in a room with people that are similar, at a similar stage, got similar aspirations, the way that you can communicate with one another makes it so much better. You get so many better ideas coming forward. You can look at different elements. Is your sales and marketing right? Do we need to look at finance? Is it you've never even heard of Twitter? It could be that you've never used social networking, and this is an opportunity to look at different elements for your business.
And have you run this course before then?
Yes, yes I have. I've run quite a number so far. So we do it in between 2.5 and 3 hours. It's where we look at the company, we look at a diagnostic, so we give you tools to look at which questions might be pertinent to your business at that moment in time. Then you know what you're aiming at because you've looked at something to guide your thoughts. Once we've done that, we look at elements to help you through that maze. So if it's, say, sales and marketing that's a problem to you, you want to attract more customers, what does that mean? How can we help you do it? So we go through that stage. We then look at the 10 top tips that we've found throughout the area, looking at advisors that have worked on the ground with real businesses. We're not talking textbook here, we're talking actuality. And that allows the business to look at the tips that have helped other people. It could be something like making a virtue out of a necessity. Suddenly you've got an issue, you've maybe got a product that's on its downward cycle. How can we benefit it? What can we do to make a difference?
Do you ever, when you're running the courses, do you ever get people where you're talking to them and suddenly the light will come on and they'll go, wow, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. We had one, I did a course on Thursday and absolutely had that. The woman just understood suddenly what she needed to do, how she could move her business forward.
Because we can just track back a little bit and just go over your background, because you're from Businesslink, aren't you? So you've got the in-depth experience of being able to see this on a day-to-day basis anyway, so your experience comes from that then. And so, do you get many people that go and say, well, that wasn't any good for me then?
Not so far. The feedback's been fantastic. Really good feedback. We've got people that have come and said, if you want to use us, it's not a problem. We're happy to be your case study in that. So, no, it's working really well. The only thing we need to do is to make sure it's the right type of business coming. If you're a large business or you're employing a lot of people, this is not the course for you.
So it's mainly tailored then at the small businesses that really are probably getting bogged down in the day-to-day running. Absolutely. And they just need to re-evaluate, because that's a lot of people won't put really a lot of importance on that, because when they're running day-to-day they don't see the bigger picture.
No, you're too busy, aren't you? Well, you know, you've been there, seen it, got the T-shirt. Yeah. You know exactly what it's like. And sometimes having somebody that's got, we're totally impartial, we've got nothing to sell you, I've got no axe to grind. All I want you to do is be the best you can be. That's my remit, to grow the economy, be the best that you can be.
So if you're running the course, how much does it cost to go on the course?
It's free.
Right.
Nothing.
Wow. What more can you say, really?
A bargain. Some time, that's what it takes. It needs to be the owner coming along. Don't send somebody else that's out the office that's a junior. It needs to be you that can actually implement these things that come forward.
Wow. And how long does the course last for?
About 2.5 hours.
Okay, brilliant. And how many people will be on the course?
We like to run a maximum of 20. We preferably run it with 10. So it's quite intimate. It's a workshop that you're actually involved in, so it's integrated within each other's business. We try and help each other.
Because the other thing there, you know, Sallyann, is that we briefly touched on is the fact that not only are you going to look over the hill, as I like to term it, but we're going to be talking to people that we can network with together.
Absolutely.
So you can get a bit more business as well.
Absolutely.
For free, I mean, that
it's a real opportunity.
That, I think.
Well, at the moment it's free, till the 25th of November.
So what changes then?
Business support will change. It will look different within the region. At the moment we've got regional Businesslink, which every Businesslink in the country closes on the 25th of November. There will be a national website. Beyond that, I've no idea what the future looks like.
Which, to be honest with you, Sallyann, that's a bit of a shame, really, because I think Businesslink has been instrumental in helping a lot of small businesses. You will obviously see that. Do you think it's a bit of a shame? I
think it's a great shame. But what I'd say is use us before we go. What I'd say is that there are people like me out there. I've got lots of experience. I was in finance for my sins before this. I've spent 6 years helping businesses. I've got a degree in business management. I've got a diploma in coaching and mentoring. I'm a service that's free. Use me.
Yeah. Don't take that too literally.
No. On business.
On business. Okay, well that's great. So I'm sure that the viewers there are going to get some insight in there of what you're doing. Sallyan's going to have a profile on our site as well, so if anybody wants to contact her that maybe can't meet at one of her organised events, then please just click on the link and contact her, because she can help you in all sorts of ways. As she said, she's here till November, so make the best use of her. So,
Absolutely.
Sallyann, thanks for popping in.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.